Hello and welcome to the very first episode of your journey to mastering English. I'm Jonathan, and I'll be your guide as we navigate the exciting path to learning English. Whether you're a complete beginner or just looking for a fresh start, this is the perfect place to begin. Learning a new language can feel like a huge challenge. Trust me, I've been there. But here's the thing, no matter how overwhelming it seems, every great journey starts with a single step. And today, we're taking that step together. So, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about learning English? Is it grammar rules, big vocabulary lists, or maybe even the fear of making mistakes? If so, you're not alone. A lot of learners feel that way. But in this episode, I'm going to show you how to simplify the process, set yourself up for success, and actually enjoy learning English. Sound good? Segment 1, Setting the Right Goals. First things first, let's talk about goals. One of the biggest mistakes people make when learning a language is setting goals that are either too vague or too ambitious. Saying something like, "I want to be fluent in English" is great, but it's also a bit overwhelming. Instead, try breaking that big goal into smaller, more manageable ones. For example, start with something like, "I want to learn 20 new words this week," or "I want to practice speaking for 10 minutes a day." These are specific, measurable, and most importantly, achievable. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. And here's a pro tip, write your goals down. Studies show that people who write down their goals are more likely to achieve them. So grab a notebook or open your phone's notes app and start jotting down what you want to accomplish this week. Go ahead, I'll wait. Segment 2, Creating a Study Routine that Works. Alright, now that you've got your goals, let's talk about how to achieve them. One of the best ways to stay consistent is to create a personalized study routine. But here's the key, it has to fit into your lifestyle. If you're a morning person, try studying for 20 minutes after breakfast. If you're a night owl, maybe spend some time learning before bed. The point is to find what works for you and stick to it. Consistency beats intensity every single time. And don't forget to mix it up. Learning English isn't just about sitting with a textbook. You can watch a short video, listen to a podcast, like this one, or even play a language learning game on your phone. The more variety you add, the more fun it becomes, and the more likely you are to keep going. Segment 3, Building a Strong Foundation. Now, let's talk about building your foundation. Think of learning English like building a house. Before you start decorating, you need a solid base. In this case, that means focusing on 3 key areas: vocabulary, basic grammar, and pronunciation. Start with the most common words and phrases. Did you know that just 1,000 words make up about 80% of everyday conversations in English? Focus on those first. As for grammar, don't stress about memorizing every rule right away. Start with the basics: how to form simple sentences, how to use the present tense, and how to ask questions. And when it comes to pronunciation, don't be afraid to practice out loud, even if it feels awkward at first. Apps like YouTube and Google Translate can help you hear how words are pronounced by native speakers. And yes, talking to yourself in English is absolutely okay, it's great practice. Conclusion and call to action. Before we wrap up, let's recap the 3 key takeaways from today's episode. 1. Set clear, achievable goals to guide your learning. 2. Create a study routine that works for your lifestyle and keep it consistent. 3. Focus on building a strong foundation with vocabulary, basic grammar, and pronunciation. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Celebrate your small wins, stay curious, and most importantly, have fun. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to subscribe to the podcast and share it with a friend who's also learning English. And don't forget to join me next time, where we'll dive into the golden rules for mastering English grammar. Thank you for listening to your journey to mastering English. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining.